Pebcac. Definitely Pebcac. I ran into a Pebcac error. You've ever run into a Pebcac error before? I did, just a few minutes ago. And those of you who follow me on Twitch know exactly what I'm talking about. I assume you also follow me on Twitch. That's probably where we're going to be going after we do the live stream today, to record the podcast over there on twitch.tv/Chris Pirillo, which is also where you can go to sign up to become a sub, and then you get your name in purple. I'd say in lights, but in LED back here. I guess that is kind of light. You could also head over to patreon.com/Chris Pirillo, become a patron. You also get access then to the Discord chat room, open 24/7, and trust me, plenty of conversations to be had over here. If you thought it was just me talking in front of the camera, no, it's more than me. The community is substantially larger than me. Community of, people who like this kind of thing that I generally do. It's not really specific because I like doing a lot of different things, honestly. But I meant to begin by telling you that I hope this works. The reason why is because my software prompted me to update before I started streaming tonight, live for you, the Lockergnome Daily Report. And it said that there was a compatibility fix for not just my platform, but also for the hardware in my system that's running the live stream. So theoretically, I'm more Pirillo-y tonight. Even Pirillo-ier than I was before. So take that or leave it. But don't leave because we're just getting started. If you're not aware, I got this today. I also got this today. Can you tell the difference? Of course you can't because they look exactly the same. The only difference is at the bottom, one says... Okay, fine. They're unboxing themselves. There we go. I just unboxed the Pixel 2 cases. That's the difference. One is Pixel 2 XL and the other one's Pixel 2. And now I'm going to continue the process of quote-unquote installing the case. I'm on it. I'm on the case. Ooh, it feels soft. Not as fabrically. Boy, I'm making up all kinds of words today. Someone needs to start a Pirillopedia with all the words that he makes up here. Yes, I'm talking about myself in the third person. Doesn't seem like it's going to add that much bulk to it, and I'm just looking to protect it more than anything else, the Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL. I don't have the Pixel 2 on me, though I did use the Pixel 2 today to record the video that I posted in the other YouTube channel, youtube.com/Chris Pirillo. I hope you watched it. It was basically me saying something that I have been believing for quite some time, but now after having used the experience... specifically in relation to the iOS experience, the experience on the Pixel 2 in comparison, I feel I can speak with a greater degree of confidence that Android Oreo is, in many ways, a substantially more complete platform. And I don't mean in terms of features. I mean just in terms of implementation, in terms of smoothness, everything that I would want. I mentioned in Discord chat, and I'm sorry, I tried to get rid of the cursor earlier, but it's just going to have to hang around tonight. That's not your screen, that little cursor there, it's me. But the thing I posted was, I'm willing to put up with bad hardware if it means I can have a good software experience. And that's always been the case. Speaking of case, I will continue putting this on. I don't know if I have to put it on a certain way. They don't really give you directions. It says, fabric may stain... hand wash only. Wow. They're really, the fabric may stain. The case prefers a hand wash. Just massage it a bit. Don't stick it in any dishwasher or the dryer or anything like that. Just the finest hands. They must be manicured if possible. It didn't say that. It didn't. But it did say Team Pixel. In case you missed it. Oh, don't you love Liz and her quips? Okay, so let's get this on. I don't know if this is going to be staying on because my moment cases should be coming in soon. Oh, yeah. Snaps right in. It adds a little bit of bulk. Not too much. I feel I got more of a grip on it. Or let me put it this way. If I drop it on a corner, I feel like it's going to be safer. Looks clean on the back, too. Looks very clean. Yeah, okay. This is nice. This is better than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't sure what to expect, though, honestly. Let's go clear that out. My new collage is ready? I didn't need why would I need a collage of myself? That's just crazy. Oh, yep, there's the notification. I actually kind of enjoy looking at notifications on Android versus iOS, and it's more of a task. It's more of a chore. But yeah, this is clean. I can get to the button more easily too, I feel. And the reason why is because I know exactly where to put my finger. Yeah, this is nice. I like the feel to it. It's got a grip. Doesn't add too much thickness to it. It will keep it relatively safe. Of course, you do have an open space down here. I don't know why they kept so much open space, though, honestly. It does have a lip, meaning it could hit the edge like this rather than, dropping flat. It's got a lip, which I always appreciate. I always kind of look for just a little lip. And it's clean, yeah. It's really clean. Wow. I like that. I like the fact that you've got the case. It's got the indentation. It kind of guides your finger to where it needs to go to unlock. You almost need a case. And I like the fact that it's clean. It's elegant. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I was inclined to say, yeah, I'm going to hold on to the Memento case. But I'm not sure. I may be holding on to these. They're not exactly the cheapest things around. But I like it. I generally like it. Should have. I could have gone for a little more lip around the edges. Just a little bit more. But not like, it's not like horrifically, horrifically horrible as opposed to horrifically good. Okay, so, we have our first super chat. Thank you, Zach Berjawi, who's also back here in Discord. He did both. He says, this super chat was handpicked by vegan hipsters that have been cleaned with baby wipes made from the finest Egyptian satin. Indeed. Speaking of vegan hipsters, I'm not a hipster, but I am vegan, a whole food plant-based vegan, and today I weighed in at 131.6 pounds, so 131 and a half. I haven't weighed this since, like, my early days in Iowa as an adult. Like, when Lockergnome was just beginning, like 1997. So it's been almost 2 decades since I've been at this weight, so I'm very, very happy. I attribute that primarily to, basically being on a whole food plant-based lifestyle. It's the thing that you could do. Although I am not a hipster. So yeah, this is the other case. It'll be going on the other phone. I'd say it's going on the other, phone that may be going back, but I put Diana's account on the Nexus. I keep calling the Pixel the Nexus! Every time I call the Pixel a Nexus, take a drink. I put Diana's account on the Pixel 2, and hopefully she'll get everything installed and set up and everything. Of course, her Google account's already on there, but I want her to try to use it over the next couple of days, because my hope is that on Friday, maybe Friday, we can do a live video. Before TLDR, we'll do a live video on the Chris Pirillo YouTube channel with her first impressions, and let's switch Diana to Android. The only way we're going to be able to make that happen is if basically we set up a new Pixel Fund. Or, effectively the original Pixel Fund at go.tagjag.com/device fund. If that goes through. That's the only way we're going to be able to hold on to that Pixel for Diana, if she even likes it. So I'm giving her a couple days to give it a shot, and then we'll do a live video potentially to raise funds to keep the Pixel. Because if we don't match the price of that Pixel, we just can't hold on to it. I've tried. Sponsors just aren't there. There's just not a lot of interest on that front outright. I'm continuing to look, but honestly, the community has been the most supportive in this endeavor. So stay tuned for that special live video in the YouTube channel. I'm thinking on Friday. It'll be kind of like a treat for everybody. We'll do it like right around 5 p.m. Pacific. What do you think? Sound good? If Diana is certainly interested in doing it, and hopefully she wants to do it, because I don't want to even go forward with it if Diana says no, she's not interested at all. I gotta have an inkling. She has to have an inkling that that's what she wants. Then we've got at least a little more breathing room before the return policy 15 days lapses. But yeah, we'll see. So there you go. Now, if you thought that the Pixel 2 cases were the only things I was going to unbox today, you were mistaken. Like, completely and utterly mistaken. Don't you wish this video was in 3D? Why were you mistaken? Because I have something in a box, like a true box, to unbox. Something that I've been waiting for. I think I have the 3 things that I need in here. 3 or 4, possibly. You better carry 2 phones so you don't blow away with the Seattle winds. It hasn't been too windy lately. Really? This is it? Where's the other ones? Oh, I guess I only got one of them. Okay, well. This is one of Jedi's holiday presents for Life Day. She's getting a Maz Kanata. More of nothing. Maz Kanata. Maz Kanata. The black 6-inch figure. Star Wars. So yeah, I got that. You can stand there, Maz. You can watch over as I continue to do this broadcast and answer question. Josh Frey says, go-to Reddit app for Android. Found one yet? Not outright, but I'm not really an Android surfer. I'm not a Redditor. I'm not I set up a Reddit or subreddit for Star Wars Radar, but honestly, there's not much of a community there, at least for that group. So I don't know. I'm looking for a good one. I did hear of one, and I didn't install it because I'm like, I don't want to install apps that I don't need. I'm worried about apps on Android. Maybe y'all can allay my concerns here. Discord chat, what? Oh, it's stuck. The thing I'm concerned about is installing too many apps. Is specifically ones that I'm not going to use all that often, and Reddit would likely be one of those apps that I would absolutely not use all that often. I know there are plenty of them out there, but that I know of, I saw one, I'm like, well, if I did install a Reddit app, it would probably be that one, because it was clean. It was uncluttered, For the most part, a solid experience. Like, you can't compare one app on one platform to another app on another platform, because unfortunately, one's going to do things better than the other, and vice versa. I've yet to see, otherwise. Even I'm still trying to get used to some of the app experiences. Like Flamingo's been great for Twitter. I mean, like in terms of layout and clean design and readability, it's been nice. It's been really nice. But even I'm still kind of getting used to the nuances. I'm not quite there yet. Matthew McLean asks, Chris, is there an LED notification light on the Pixel? I don't see many people talking about it. There is. I just don't have it on. What's the point? I mean, yeah, I don't think it takes a lot of batteries. I think it shows up like somewhere over here. The other one was kind of neat. It was like built in behind the speaker grill, but no, it's there, but I don't use it all that often. I honestly, my software notifications are fine for me. I've also got the always on display, which I believe could be just a little brighter. To my eyes, like if it was really bright, I'd be happier, but of course then it would take more battery. So there's always going to be a trade-off. Narbe Misanian asks, and this is a super chat, thank you Narbe, he asks, why does Pixel get so much bad press and Apple gets 0 for not even getting the calculator app right? 1, 2, 3 in the iOS calculator. Well, let's find out. Let's see if I can screw it. I screwed it up the first time by screwing it up. Ugh. Okay, so let's clear it and go 1, 2, 3. See, it worked. 1, 2, 3. See, that worked too. If I clear it, 1, 2, 3. It shouldn't do that. According to some people, it doesn't do that. And I haven't even installed the latest beta. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's supposed to miscalculate things. I don't know. I got it to work wrong once, and then I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of buggy. And I tried to figure out how to fix it. And it didn't work. Now I can add 1, 2, and 3 together just fine. Go 1, 2, 3. Actually, was it 1 plus 2 plus 3? Is that what it is? Okay, well, that's the camera. I don't need the camera app. Come on. Swipe. No, I don't want it. Oh, yay. Frame droppage, too. That's just insult to injury. Okay, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 24. Okay, watch. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 24. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 24. I don't know. I'm just saying, if Apple can't even get its calculator right, what hope do y'all have with the iPhone 10? Hell, people are still calling it the iPhone X. Yeah, good luck with that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think because calculator is such an inconsequential app and it's software, this is what I've learned, Narbe. People generally don't get upset when there's a software problem. They get upset when it's a hardware problem. I'm just the opposite of most people. Really. I mean, in terms of like the people who talk about this kind of crap, I get, angry. Very, very angry when I see software problems. And I hope that they can get fixed. I ended up compiling a list and I got it off to T. Murray to see if he's going to be able to, address some of these things in software or to confirm. I don't know. I haven't like followed up, because he's nice guy at a distance. But I haven't had a chance to know whether or not he was going to be able to take a look at the list that I've been compiling. Some issues that I may have run into, and apparently I'm not the only one. Who dictates what's canon and what's not? This is Tony Yoon asking question 536. That would be the story group at Lucasfilm. And Matt Martin's on it. Pablo Hidalgo. They don't lead it, though. There's another person who leads it. She's usually not very active in social, though. Bill Fowler says, I want you to weight train a little bit. Oh, come on. We need muscle mass as we age to stay functional. Eating vegan alone will not keep quality of life as you age. Yeah, well, I'm not going to weight train. You know what I'm going to weight train for? I'm going to wait until Apple makes a good platform. Oh! Oh, are you aboard that weight train? Whoa! Oh, things only English majors can do because they understand the difference between weight spelled this way and wait as in a period of time. Okay, should we do the 1 plus 2 plus 3 test here? All right, let's go ahead and launch calculator. See your calculator. We'll clear it. Rad! Look, I'm rad. That's awesome. It told me I'm rad right up front. That is so cool. Like, normally calculator apps don't tell you that you're rad. But it did. It says, you can't see it because it's so bright. It says it's rad. I'm rad. I'm so rad. At least I'm not been. Some people say I'm a has-been. Sorry about your eardrums. Okay, let's go here. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 6. Hell, I don't even have to, and I get the whole thing, too? Wow, can I scroll back? Oh, dude! Even the calculator app, the default calculator app kicks ass. The only thing Google really needs, I need a podcast audio app. Does anybody have any audio podcast recording app recommendations? One with the compressor, value to it, and the booster, and the gain, and the normalizer, all just simplified, not uglified. Is that too much to ask? Chris can carry. I can carry your luggage. I'm not weak. I'm not a weakling. Damn, I can keep up with a 3-year-old. I'm not a weakling. Thank you. Dennis Camacho says, lifting that big Star Wars mug is kind of like weight training. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just up and down and up and down. Hey, I just noticed something. When I scream, I lose viewers. Maybe I should whisper. This is for all you ASMR folks. I'm just going to continue the rest of the broadcast like this. Is that okay? I hope it is. Here, let's talk about the how this feels. It must be felt. Because it feels like felt on the inside of the case. The outside, not so much. There's a different texture on the outside of the case. Hey guys, I found the G-spot. Gonna ease you back in to the Pirillo tone there. No, it's true. There's the G. It's right there. They say X marks the spot, but I'm just saying. I'm not making it up. Some news tweet. Breaking news. Chris Pirillo found the G spot. Yeah, if that's not advertiser friendly. Unlike the thing that I said at the beginning of the other video when I was comparing or talking about how I believe my experience has been that Android Oreo on the Pixel 2 has been fantastically more smooth than iOS 11 has been on the iPhone 8. Oh man. Okay. Moving on. Is it non-slip? Asks Cresshead. Is it non? It's slipped out of my hands. Is it non-slip with the case on a desktop? Yeah. It's not like unfortunately this case on the iPhone 8 has got more grip to it. You can still kind of move it around. It'll slide around, but it's not slick as snot. but it doesn't have any grip to it either at all compared to other cases. So it will slide around. I don't think that's a deal breaker. More than anything, I like using the case because it'll flatten out the camera bump, which I don't mind at all, but it just makes everything flat. And it makes me feel more confident. What I'm looking for is a screen protector that people like too, and I haven't necessarily seen them either. Let's see here. Louis Go Calvasgram. Sorry, I really messed up your name. You have turned into an iOS hater. Incredible. Have you missed the part where Apple abandoned me? Like, it's not the other way around. I don't owe any company any allegiance. Chris Pirillo is an individual. I hate to say it. iOS hates itself. Like, it's that's not me hating iOS. Like, iOS has had problems. The fact that I pointed out, well, yeah, sure, shoot the messenger, whatever. You feel me though? It just doesn't make any sense when people say that. That's another video I want to do is like Apple. iOS hurts itself. I mean, iOS hates itself. Apple abandoned me. It's a different way of looking at things. You can't look at it like I'm leaving. That's not how it works. No, because see, you are at the center of your universe. Unless you haven't, and here's the difference. If you have an external locus of control, I understand why you would say something like that. But I have a very strong internal locus of control. I understand that I'm in, I'm in charge, Phasma. I'm in charge. Let me add that here. Apple abandoned me. Let's see here. iOS hates itself. Okay. Oh, man, I just love this. The keyboard is so much more intuitive. Like it in terms of like what I can do with it, like being able to auto capitalize certain things, and go in and correct things. So much more intuitive than the iOS keyboard. And I just use the Gboard thing. Okay, cool. I added it. Thank you very much for letting me know. Cresshead says no. Apple turned into a user's points. We don't care. I don't know what that means exactly, but okay. Zach Brajawi says, try the calculator again, only this time wait a couple seconds between 1, 2, and 3. Okay, jeez, I can't believe I'm doing this. All right. 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. See, that's the problem. I'm the problem. It's not Apple software. I shouldn't blame Apple software. I should be blaming myself. I was typing too quickly. That's why we have the QWERTY layout that we have. Because back in the day with typewriters going whack, 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 whack. And by the way, I learned to type on an actual typewriter. Whack, 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 whack. If you type too quickly, whack, the keys would get stuck. Whack, they'd come together like that. And so for efficiency and speed, the keys were laid out differently to keep the keys from more easily jamming together. Like whack. Do you feel me? Yeah, I don't know if you feel me. Did you hear that? Well, if you didn't hear it before, did you hear it now? I can't tell what kind of cry that is. Diana will take care of it. Yeah, so I feel that I was typing too quickly. iOS is, too good for me. I think that's the thing is, iOS isn't the thing that has the problem. I had the problem for typing too quickly or knowing what it was I wanted to calculate. See, that's the thing is like, if hang on. Do you hear her squealing back there? I hope everything's okay. Let's clear. Okay, so let's go 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6. Yeah, it didn't take me any time at all to take care of it. So if you type fast, don't use iOS. See, it's my problem, not iOS's problem. See? There's a different way of looking at things. This isn't your fault. I was being sarcastic in case you couldn't figure that out. Some people just don't get the sarcasm. But it's iOS's fault, okay? You're going to blame me for that bug? We got another super chat question. Charlie Michael asks, on making sure I didn't miss anything, do you use G Suite? Thoughts on it? I don't, so no. It gets better. It's not, at this time, I'm not sure if it's my cup of tea, so to speak. I never really liked the interface for Gmail, even on the Android device. Still not a fan with the how everything just kind of comes together. It's not for me at this point in time. It never really was. I never got into Gmail ever. I like Inbox, although they need to clean up certain aspects of Inbox on Android more so than they've done on Gmail. I'm not into the whole Gmail thing. And so if you are, and you believe Google's doing a great job with enterprise, and you've got a team of people and all that, then a G Suite may be fine. I had one for a brief while. Someone put everything and set everything up, but it's just it was so confusing. I mean, it really was for a neophyte. I'm not an administrator. Ultimately moved away from. I was like, we're never gonna use this. It's useless. It constantly gets improvements. Like today, they announced integration with other services like Trello, which we've used in the past for organizing things. I believe Liz is using it again. Thank you, Cosmina. And now there's integration with Trello, one of the most amazing task management apps ever. My task manager is not an app necessarily. Oh, they replied to me on Twitter. What'd they say? What? Hang on. Wait, what did I say? Hang on, time out. What did Chris Pirillo say? Before I look, because I can't click the link there. Made by Google may have tweeted me, but what were they replying to? Mind if we jump in? Sure, but what was I being facetious again? Or wait. Was it something that I was asking about the keyboard? Yeah. All right, fine. Because I was saying I kind of have mistaps on the edges. And so I'm going to see, I'll look at the troubleshooting guide. I have no problem with doing that. But on the edges sometimes I seem to be mistapping. Like when I hit up here or hit down here, sometimes it just doesn't register as much as I think it should. So I will... I'll check that out. I will look at the help guide. Maybe they will have assisted me in some way, shape, or form. I'd appreciate it. I believe that I'm actually... the screen is so good, like in terms of the bezel, that I'm actually tapping the bezel instead of tapping what's on the screen. But the touch target, I think, needs to be bigger around the perimeter. So that's my impression. Joel Arias says... And he came in as a super chatter. He says, can you do your Bill O'Reilly We'll Do It Live impression? I seem to do that every day. I got to do it again? Fine, you're a super chatter. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. I got to be careful because I don't have a limiter or a compressor on the microphone. So I could, make everybody's speakers blow out if I scream it, too loudly there. Jeffrey says, you should get a job at Google. I don't think Google would have a position for me. Chief Experience Nagger? What would my title be? I don't know if that would ever really happen. I mean, if it did, it's great. I'd be fine with doing that. If it helped everybody get a better experience, sign me up. I'd be happy to give that a shot. Not a problem whatsoever. Oh, that's what the link goes to? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, sometimes those automated answers are just those aren't good responses for how to fix a problem that could be something else. Now you got me curious to see what what Google tweeted me. Made by Google. Sorry. Yeah, see, look, I got the notification there from Flamingo. Let's see here. Mind if we go fix the screen that isn't working right? What? Hang on. Oh, geez. No, this isn't it. Restart your... Oh, God. Check your device's screen. This is a non-answer. Make sure your screen isn't cracked, chipped, or damaged. Check. If you have a case or screen protector, take it off. Didn't have a case. Check. If you're wearing gloves, take them off. Check. If you put any stickers over the screens or sensors, peel them off. Check. Make sure your screen is clean. Check. Test the affected part of the screen. If you can drag the... Yeah, I can. I'm getting mistaps. They're not understanding... It's I don't know. Turn off developer options? Why would you turn off... If you had developer options turned on, those developer settings could be affecting your touchscreen performance. Oh, so they're... What the hell? That was weird. They're suggesting that what developer options? No, it's specific. Okay, it's not all over the screen. It's specifically on the edges. It's not. It's on the edges. It's like either my fingers touching the bezel or the touch. It's the touch. What do they call it? I mentioned it already. The touch area is not big enough. The touch point. The touch surface it's not the screen. I really don't think it's because I've experienced it up here and I've experienced it over here. Touch target. Thank you. I think I mentioned that earlier. It's the touch target. So I'll follow up with Google. I'm like, yeah, kind of, yes, I did all those things. I'm not trying to be condescending about my response. So I've got to be very careful how I reply to Google because they could report all the way up. And they'll say, sir, this guy was rude to us on Twitter. What are we going to do about this? And they'll say, make him use another Android device. And then everyone else around the table go, yeah, I agree. That was a good idea. It was a good idea. Good idea. You're promoted. We'll see. Can you enable show touches in dev options to see where the screen thinks you are touching? Yeah, I think so. I thought it was originally doing that too, but I guess not. It's hard to say, but it seems to only happen in and around the curved edges, which makes me feel like the curved edges are throwing me off. So I don't think it's the digitizer. I don't think it's the hardware. I think it's the touch target, specifically like right around the edges. I can't get into it in a tweet, but I've run into it more than a few times, specifically in the top corners. It's not the digitizer. So I'm not gonna try another third-party keyboard because it wasn't just that. Like I've had other apps, like third-party apps, where I'd be like up here and doing something, and like see that there was a registered touch, but sometimes I'll like tap it and I just won't be as precise as I could be. Yesterday's thumbnail looks similar to today's Chris face in the phone. Lol. What? I don't get it. Cresshead says, is it okay on the other phone screen? I haven't used it extensively enough to let you know, but to me it's something that isn't the screen, it's the touch target, thank you, specifically in relation to this device. Because other people apparently have had similar issues, and it's not the digitizer. I don't think it's the hardware. I really genuinely don't. Turn on touch spots in developer mode to see where the touches are being registered. Yeah, maybe I'll have to do that. Because it's not like constant. It's just every so often I'll like tap something, and it mistaps. I'm sitting there tap 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 tap. So okay, let's go. I'll do the thing that they told me not to do. All right, so I swipe up with 2 finger swipes to get to that. Developer options. Let's see here. Touch spots. You know what I should just do? I'm just going to go back to the search settings and go spots. Oh, that's not a search term. Touch. Touch and hold delay. NFC. Pointer location. Screen overlay showing current touch data. I'm not sure if that's what I want. But I guess that may be it. Show taps. There we go. Bam. So if I'm like typing here, like if I hit down, yeah, see it's like, oops. Yeah, it's like the touch target sometimes it just doesn't hit like on the sides. So it's definitely registering over there, but like there are times that I've like tapped over here and it hasn't hit, but now it's hitting. Now it's hitting left and right. That's actually not too annoying either. Oops, I double tapped and that opens Google. I'm using the Action Launcher. That's something y'all can download. Action Launcher for my launcher at this point. So anyway, Chris, what do you think? Asks LS Patriots or is Patriots. I can't tell what letter that is. What do you think about the Essential phone? Have you heard about the $200 discount? Just curious about your opinion. Well, of course, I did the unboxing, waiting for certain software updates to come down the pike before I give it a full review. Happy to hear that it's a $200 discount. I think it's going to be better at that price, but they still have a few software issues to work out. I wish I wouldn't have potentially damaged my phone by puncturing whatever the microphone hole was when I tried to eject the SIM card tray. That was a brutal mistake. Brutal. It was something I didn't intend on doing, but they placed it. Let's see here. They placed the. It's really slick, boy. This phone's slick. They placed the microphone hole down there, right next to the SIM card tray. So I ejected it, and I put the ejector tool in the wrong hole. So I don't think I damaged it. Maybe I damaged waterproofing in it, but I was able to record audio on it, and it sounded just fine. So I assume I didn't damage the mic. I just damaged something else. I could be wrong, but I'm waiting to get some software updates. Now, if I can do it just like so, what I'm planning on doing is, now that the office is kind of cleaned up, I'm going to fart, and then later I'm going to effectively do a 360 degree, woo! Do not light a match! Do a 360 degree video and try to record the video. Maybe I'll do it on Facebook, because I don't think I can do 360 degree video live on YouTube right now. I could be mistaken, but that'd be kind of neat. I think it'd be kind of neat. I'll give it a shot. We'll see. I don't know where I'm going to put the live or the 360 degree video, but like for that much of a discount, it's not bad. Like I said, the thing that I wish it had was, better software. The software needs to improve. I was hoping to try the Android beta, or the Android beta. Yeah, the Oreo beta on it, and I haven't heard anything about a release from there. So I watch all the news sites, and I'd imagine they would mention something. Speeding Cheetah says, I killed my LG V10's mic by cleaning the bottom of the phone with an air compressor. Yeah, bad move. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. You never really know. Charlie Michael. No, actually, it wasn't. For whatever it's worth, it didn't smell. It doesn't. My gut bacteria, my gut flora are actually fine. They've never been better. I'm fine. I was just playing it up for the camera. Trust me. I would not be sitting here. I'd have to leave the room. It would be that bad. It was a lot worse when I ate meat. Trust me. Philip Clark says, I have lost all respect in you. Because of what I did? Because of doing something that comes natural to animals? Okay, I'm not sure what's worthy of less respect. One who would lose respect in being biological, or one who doesn't understand that other biological creatures exist. I don't know. To me, that's disrespectful. If you say, well, wait a minute, you're a human being. You can't do human being things. That's disrespectful. A human being doing human being things? I don't think that's disrespectful at all. I think it's fine. Oh, it was sarcasm. Boy, there's a lot of good sarcasm here tonight. You never know what's going to happen with TLDR. Really, we've done it. We've covered a lot tonight. Don't see a lot of general questions though. You saw me lift off the chair. There's an animated GIF for you. Paul DeGrassi says, "What messaging app are you using on Android, and could you compare with iMessage?" I'm not using. I guess I'm using Facebook. And I use Facebook on everything now, and it's fine. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I bathe with it. I sleep with it. I brush my teeth with it. Can't do that with iMessage. Apple won't let you. It's against the terms of service. I send messages to people and they receive them. And then they send messages to me and I receive them. I don't understand what beyond that, what a problem might be. Is there an issue or something? I don't see any problems. I haven't run any problems there. That was a mouth fart, by the way. That wasn't a real Well, I mean, they're both real, but one came out of my mouth. D. Jonathan Hayes asks, if this was Apple, you'd be a lot madder than you are over this issue. If this was Apple... Oh, you're talking about the screen. You know, here's the thing. I'm still a software guy. Apple's run into problems for years. You can go back and look if you want. You know, Apple had the antenna gate and bend gate and this gate and the other gate. I'm like, tempest in a teapot. I'm like, well, don't bend your phone, you idiot. That's the solution to the problem. Because there are some people who legitimately just bending their phone for the sake of bending their phone. Well, then don't do it. Not to say you couldn't sit on it, you know, accidentally, and that's going to happen. But the phone is not a tank. Or antenna gate, you know, you're holding it wrong or whatever. I'm like, it really wasn't a big deal. I never got up in arms about hardware problems. Never really did. And, you know, Apple has been given a chance by me over and over and over again. There could come a time where I'll say, okay, Google, look, I didn't trigger anything there. If that... something like this continues to happen, like I've said, 2 years in, I'm willing to forgive, right? But this is a wake-up call for Google. Like, they can't get away with the same things that they did before. So I'm giving Google that latitude. I'm willing to give them that latitude, you know, and kind of be with them along this way. Would I want it to be better? Yes, but I'm a software guy. You know, so if it was Google doing all the jank, I'd be like, okay, this is a lateral move. I'm not sure I'm willing to do it. I'll wait until it's better. So I'm fine with this for now. I'm not up in arms about it because it's mostly hardware, and you know, I'm looking for a good software experience. So it's a mistake for someone to say that. 1, 2, they obviously don't listen to me. If they did, they wouldn't even bother making that comment. Seriously, some people are just misinformed even when you hand them the information. It doesn't even go through one ear and out the other. They hear what they want to hear, they see what they want to see. Bill Fowler comes in with a super chat. Thoughts on image retention versus actual burn-in on XL. Okay, so I covered this extensively yesterday. I don't really want to talk about it again extensively because we've kind of covered it. Obviously, I would, you know, rather wait for my screens to have burn-in, you know, wait until I'm done with them, effectively. I'm shocked that it may seem to be a burn-in issue, specifically with, I think his name's Alex from Android Authority. It looks like a hardware issue, like with the burn-in, but as he had said in his test, it could be a mix between burn-in and image retention. So burn-in, permanent hardware. Image retention is more native to OLEDs and how they fire and will eventually go away. Like, it's a temporary problem. Like, it'll happen within a half hour. So Google can possibly kind of address it in software, potentially, sooner rather than later, one would hope. But image retention is a thing. It absolutely is. The thing that I posted yesterday before TLDR, showing off the corners of the screen, that was image retention. It wasn't burn-in. It was image retention. So I'm okay with having, you know, those things happen on a screen. It's just, it's going to happen. LED, LCD, I'm sorry, OLED screens as well. So obviously the iMac is not OLED, or if it wasn't obvious, well, it is OLED. The thing though that I'd noticed even before it had gotten shared is you could really see it specifically on certain apps at a lower brightness level. Hang on, the touch target, or the touch point is right under, it's now everywhere, so I'm not used to it being on the screen. So I'm like, what is that? What's going on? Who is this? What's your operating number? So if I'm on Twitter here in Flamingo and I scroll down, I can see, I wouldn't call it blurring, but it's like it'd be like a smudging. That's at full brightness. So if I turn it down like below 30 and do it, it's a little more pronounced, and even more so, like if I'm scrolling up and down, actually, yeah, hang on, let me lower brightness all the way down. There we go. Now it should be bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's not like I can't use this phone bad, where you basically see things kind of disappear. Like it smudges, like the black the light can't catch up, and things look really smudgy as you scroll. And I've noticed that at lower brightnesses, and even at a higher brightness level as well. It's more pronounced though with lower brightness on the OLED screen. So that's that's something that someone else had brought up, I believe. But yeah, the screen is not perfect. The screen's not a great screen. You don't walk into this thinking the screen is going to be the most amazing screen you've ever seen. But I guess I've never really fully judged a phone based upon its screen alone. Narbe Misanian comes in with a perfect follow-up after that. It says, screen issues don't hinder productivity. Jank does. That's my exact point. I mean, this is a productivity powerhouse. I'm telling you, man. After using iOS for years, it would be difficult for me to switch back. Android would have to, suffer some cataclysmic problems, for me to ever consider, and trust me, I'm running into a few hurdles that I wish didn't exist on Android, that I would have appreciated more on the iPhone. Most of them having to do with third parties, but those are things that I'm going to work through. I'm going to completely figure out over time. It's not a perfect scenario. I don't like the Gmail email client. For one, which sucks. I like the default email client on iOS. I really do. Never really had an issue with it, apart from layout problems. But I have to find a new productivity workflow effectively for myself, for my own sanity. And I don't know if I have that with my current solution yet. I'll get there. I just don't know how it's all going to suss out. Like if I'm going to use, one platform's features or another's. I don't know. Like in terms of, because you can integrate your third party stuff on Android just like you can with iOS. It's a matter of what makes the most amount of sense. So now for our family calendars, we're in a family plan with Google. So it's all Google, right? So that would mean that it would make most amount of sense for me to manage my contacts on Google. Mind you, I only have like 20 contacts. I don't hoard contacts. I don't. If I need to get a hold of someone, I'll get a hold of them on Twitter or Facebook Messenger. I don't manage contact lists nearly as much as I used to. So I actually keep that pretty slim and trim. But Inbox is something I have used. Bill Vanderplug, he asked the question there on YouTube. I mentioned this earlier today. I said I use Inbox, and it's fine. It's not as clean as it could be. And I've seen this specifically in comparing iOS Inbox to Android's Inbox, and I like the version of iOS Inbox just a little more. I'll tap a link and it'll go kind of full screen, but I'll see the white, and it's not as clean as I would like it to be. I'm kind of picky when it comes to that stuff. Pez Liz says, "Are you still at Inbox Zero, Chris Pirillo?" Well, I probably was before we started the broadcast. Corey Moore says 2 years in could be an anomaly, but 5 to 6 years of iOS stupidity is a systemic issue. That's what I'm saying. Like, Google's still finding its way. Google doesn't make hardware. That's not what it does. This is new for Google. It's doing, I believe, the best it could possibly do, and it knows it needs to do better, which is good news, because that should mean that they're not resting on their laurels, and they have more to prove moving forward. Do you feel me? So if they did well, that would mean that they wouldn't necessarily need to do that much better next year. But now, because of all this, they're really going to have to pull out the stops next year. That's what I want to see. But Apple, what have I been saying? Resting on their laurels. Just, here's the laurels. Look at me, I'm resting on them. My laurels, I'm awesome. I'm Apple. Charlie Michael asks another super chat question. What email service do you use? I use them all. Honestly, I do. There's no one service to rule them all. You can add, because every service requires you to sign up for this, that, or the other thing. So I use them all, but for different reasons. I use them all. I try to get away from email. Email is not, the end all be all anymore. It used to be the, information resource, but if I can get away with it in a messaging platform, I'm more than happy to do it. Rodrigo Contreras, for podcasts, maybe try a Field Recorder by Fitzinger. Has limiters and filters. That's what I want. Something like that. Field Recorder? Give me a second. Oh, let's do here. Play Store, search, field. Oops, I gotta do this right. FIELD, recorder. Is it, how much is it? Field recorder. Oh my God, that looks like ass. That looks horrible, dude. Was this designed in like 1980? I can't look at that. I mean, it's like saying, here, this baboon's ass has all the features you want. I'm like, yeah, but it's still a baboon's ass. Oh, God. I think it was last designed in, like, Android Kit Kat days. Holy Jeebus. My God, that is ass nasty. It'd be nice. Yeah. I don't know, man. When was it last updated? Oh, just recently? Does it still look like that? No. Oh man, dude. Liz, I just give up. I'm just not advertiser friendly. So thank you for the super chats. The super chats are going to save this video, really, and the subs and the patrons are going to save this video. Zach Berjawi comes in with another super chat. Says, "Do you think Pixel phones plus iOS issues will drive developers to focus on Android as the priority platform?" No, because I don't know if it's changed enough user behaviors. There's still going to be people who are going to get the iPhone, right? I'm not one of those people. I feel that, I'm a different kind of user. I think that, I know that there are certain things that I want to do to help. And by coming out today and saying, hey, everybody, I think Android is a better experience, to me, as I said in the other video, in the other channel that I assume you watched, yesterday's videos has like 17,000 views. Granted, it's a hot topic, screen issues. Today's video, I don't know if it's going to accrue as much, but it's basically me saying that Android is a best-in-class platform. Android Oreo on a Pixel device is a best-in-class. It's best-in-class. For software. For hardware, probably not best-in-class. But for software, absolutely. And software is everything to me. That drives my productivity. But, that is in stark contrast to anybody saying iOS is best-in-class. It's not. iOS is so far behind. Like, not even I'm not even talking about the features outright. I'm just saying, like, general smoothness and operation. So the more I say this, the more it's possible that people who only see Apple as, well, I gotta stay with Apple because it's the only way, iMessage is the only way someone's gonna communicate with me because I have no other way that people can communicate with me. And seriously, that's like the number one reason I've heard, which, if it's a valid reason for you, fine. I think it teeters on asinine as a reason. I do. And here's why. Because most people stay in that messaging platform because of the people that they communicate with. So why are you basically living your life based on what other people need? Why? It's your life. It's your choice. If you believe there's something better for you, you need to grab that ring, man. You need to pull it. No one else is going to do it for you. I ain't going to do it for you. It ain't my life. That's why I don't care what you decide to do. But, like, it's just, to me, it's like, that's a horrible reason to stay on one platform or another. If anything, this should get you to open up a little further. I love using Google Duo. We've been trying this lately. And, I just like, okay, I'll call Diana on Duo just to test it, right? It's perfect. Like, I think Duo works insanely better than FaceTime ever did. And it's cross-platform. It's if your network supports it, what is it? VILTE? Vilt? But yeah, Duo is absolutely spectacular. At its earliest stages, it's absolutely a FaceTime killer. For one reason, and one reason alone. Because it's cross-platform. I don't have it on my desktop, no, I don't think. But I don't make a lot of calls on my desktop. If I'm doing a video call, unless it's a Hangout, which I don't do all that often anyway, if I'm on a video call, it's usually on this or on a tablet, right? So I don't use Allo, Dennis Camacho. I haven't gotten into Allo yet. I don't know anybody who uses Allo, so it's like, it's a distant possibility. But video call, yeah, I'll call Diana on Duo all the time. I like the fact that you can preview. See if I can do this right. Well, no, I won't do it. But you can if I'm calling someone, I can actually. It's a preview. They can see a preview of me before they pick up. They can decide, like, if I'm naked. I'm gonna call Diana. Oh wait, I don't have it set up there. I'll have to do it on this one. Give me a second. Where the hell is it? All right. I'm gonna call Diana. She can see a preview of me. That's what's going on. I'm calling her. She can see a preview of me right now. She can't hear me, but she can see a preview of me. She can see my pecs. Like, what's going on, Diana? Why would she pick up? Why, Chris? Why you look like that? Shh. Oh, Jedi may be sleeping. Maybe she can't pick up, but she can at least preview. She can open the app and preview what's going on. It says your video is visible. They warn you, like in the app. Oh, come on, this was gonna be funny. Now it just looks silly. She didn't pick up. Fine. I wanted her to react going, why are you not wearing a shirt? But you can see the person on the other line. You can see, this is a creeper. I don't know what the hell this is. Neat, huh? That's what I thought. So Duo, try that in FaceTime. You can't, because you can't get the preview in FaceTime. Oh, you know what? I should have kept the shirt off until someone super chatted. That's what I should have done. I lost 20 viewers in that time. 20 people left. 20 people did not like this video. Pez Liz comes in with the super chat. I will pay you to put the shirt on. No, I was testing my white balance. Ice Cream Paint Job says, you will love Allo. It's Google's version of iMessage. Yeah, no, I get it. I understand what it is. I don't need it. I don't need any replacement for what it is that I've got going on now. Like, if I was in pain and like, this is horrible, and I knew everybody was on Allo, then I'd be like, all right, well, I better join Allo because that's where everyone else is. But nobody else is necessarily on Allo that I want to communicate with on a regular basis. It's easier to use something that's far more ubiquitous at this stage, and that would likely be a Facebook Messenger type of platform. Though it's not, Messenger's certainly not perfect. Absolutely not. And even Bill Vanderplug says the problem with Allo is no one uses it. That's the problem. Well, I'm not saying you're okay. Fine. Omnipotent is on Allo, but I don't communicate with Omnipotent. If I did, I'd be in Discord chat. That's where I would talk, with everybody here, right? And if I wanted to talk to someone directly in some other way, shape, or form on an ongoing basis, I don't. Honestly, I don't use anything but Facebook Messenger because everybody has Facebook. Even if they don't use Messenger, they have Facebook. Took me one day to tell my parents I'm using Facebook Messenger now. Took one day. And that was it. Stand up to your family, man. Listen to me. I don't have to deal with your family, so you do it or you want. I don't care. I didn't lose 20 viewers. It kicked us off for a minute. Oh, look at what you came back to then. Oh, boy. Coban4Max says, okay, Chris, we know you love that fluid-driven pixel. Look, is Apple's QA so bad that it can break their ecosystem? No, I mean, let me put it to you this way. It broke through me. It broke me. I just couldn't put it up with it anymore. I'm not wanting to stick around for it. Alexandra MDN says, been following your videos for a while now, and yeah, I agree that Android is smoother than iOS. Actually, I'm using a budget Android phone. And you know what? Android Oreo is so optimized, even a budget phone has a smoother experience than an iPhone today. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's true. Some people are recommending WhatsApp and Telegram. Look, all I know is that when I need to communicate with somebody, I can. I don't care how I communicate with someone. I don't care what they use. I don't care what I use. If I can send messages and receive messages, call me an old fart if you want, but I'm happy. I'm happy. So I'm able to do it. How much is Google paying me now? I don't know. How many ads did you click, Sile? He's probably going to come back. He says, it's pronounced Kyle, man. Yeah, but it begins with C. See, Chris also begins with C, but they say Chris. They never say Sris. But that looks like Sile to me. It doesn't look like Kyle. So if you click on more ads, then Google pays me more. You answer. Tell them that. Ask them how many ads are you clicking. Liz, tell them that. Some people are so angry because they thought I was an apologist for Apple. This is not my problem. Oh, that's great. Yeah, let's use that as a thumbnail. We want to talk about not safe for work. Or I'm not, yeah, well, that too. Not advertiser friendly, NAF. Facebook destroys battery. Let's see about that. Let me look at my battery usage. This is average day. I've not plugged in. I've been going since, maybe 10 a.m. It's now 7. I'm at 48%. Have not charged it once. I've been using it off and on throughout the day. Battery. I've got to remember how to do things. It's just finding new patterns. 48%. Blip, blip, blip. Wait. Advanced battery charge. There we go. Action launcher, it took the most. Then Brave. Then the camera. I use the camera a lot. Then photos. Then Flamingo. Facebook at 2%. Messenger at 2%. At 9 minutes. Versus 8% action launcher at the top with 8%. Yeah, it's solid, but it didn't kill my battery. Neither one of them killed my battery, and I haven't tweaked anything. Facebook usage 8 minutes, 2%. Google Play Store 10 minutes, 2%. I mean, that's solid, 2% for 9 minutes of use. Flamingo is 20 minutes, took 5%. 18 minutes, 5% for photos. Camera, I used a lot because I was taking pictures on the go and doing things in the camera app. I expect the camera app to conserve even more battery with the Android 8.1 update, because with the developer preview, they're going to enable the chip inside to process things in hardware, so it's speeding things up, like up to 5 times quicker, faster. It's crazy. So I'm very, very happy. Snapchat, okay, not only is Snapchat the worst, I'm not even installing it on the Android device. I would like to, but they're still using old Android permissions, old Android permission models. They have not updated their app. Like, I went to download it and it says, Snapchat needs access to everything. I'm like, the hell you do? Nope. So yeah, Snapchat needs to update its own app before I even consider installing it on an Android device. I don't need it at all. I don't need it. I hardly use it. When I do, it's largely to take now anymore. For Snapchat, what I'll do is I'll do I know they got an updated iOS app, but let's see here. I'll do the whole tap on a surface and then scroll over and then get like a virtual version of me, and then I'll record that and then turn it into an animated GIF or an animated GIF. Oh look, I got a hippo on my desk, a jelly hippo. This is all I'd use it for. I don't care about chatting with other people or saving other things. That's just crap. Did you see the unboxing GIF I made that one time? Yeah, this is it. You can do the unboxing thing. Look, you can move your avatar around. This is Bitmoji. Look, he's floating, I'm floating in midair. Go over there. He unboxes. I did that GIF though already. There's a cup of coffee with sugar cubes. That's pretty cool, and face filters. But this is not, to me. This is just totally not worth. Like Chris throwing out money, like he's got everything. Then you could record the video and then convert it with another video to GIF tool or GIF tool. But that's the only reason I'd use it. So why am I using it? Especially when I was asking for all those permissions. Not interested at all. Coban for Max asks, Chris, do you have the links that I could purchase things from that would give you some commission? For example, Amazon links. Yeah, when we share them in social, follow at Lockergnome on Twitter. And sometimes I'll retweet them. Sign up for the deals.lockergnome.com newsletter. That's another way to do it. The best way, honestly, one of the better ways to support, keep watching. That's a great way of doing it. I didn't realize we were over an hour, so I'm going to start winding down, which is good timing. If you want to support, consider being a sub. Head over to twitch.tv/Chris Pirillo. Sign up to be a sub. It's easy to do if you do it for free, which you can do for free, by the way. If you have your Amazon Prime account connected to it, just follow the directions that are there on the page, mostly. If you do sub to me for free, you must resub to me manually every month or you'll lose access to Discord chat. And that's one of the bigger values I can provide, Discord chat. Not just because you can be in the videos, but also because you can hang out with fellow community members and also support me vicariously. I mean, it's a win-win-win situation. You could also become a patron, as some people have done, like, is it LS Patriots or IS Patriots? Patreon.com/Chris Pirillo will get you access to the Discord chat just as easily, just as readily. Super, super simple to do. I really, really do appreciate anybody who does that. But subs or patrons, super chats have been wonderful tonight. Thank you very, very much for doing that. You really make it, very easy to do a live TLDR. You really do. So super chats help because we don't make, with these live videos, we don't make anything in ads. We don't. I'd be lucky to get $5 in ads from this video. I'll be honest with you. And it's not, it ain't worth it. But, if every day I'm able to gain a sub, that sub stays, constant and consistent, or a patron that stays constant and consistent, that's a better trajectory than relying on ads or sponsors outright. So I really appreciate things. You could use go.tagjag.com/free points on your iOS or Android device, and you build value that way for yourself, but that is also something that supports me as well. It's how I get the gift cards. There's so many things you can do if you wanted to support me, but just keep doing what you do. I really appreciate it. But yeah, right now I want you to head over to twitch.tv/Chris Pirillo. We'll record the podcast. I am going to try it again, I think, on the, I really want to find a better app. One that doesn't look like a baboon's, well, I've already said it, but Zach Brajawi comes in with the final super chat, I would assume. Thank you very much for the support, in more ways than one, Zach. Everybody out there has been incredibly wonderful to do this with. So thank you. I'll see everybody over in Twitch now. While you're there, of course, sign up and become a sub, and you can join us in the Discord chat 24/7. I love you. Skycop70 came in with the last super chat. So I apologize, Zach. You're not the last super chat. It was actually Skycop70 that came in after you. So now that we've got the final super chat for the video, thanks once again. Let me go ahead and tell you that I love you. I appreciate you. But at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. May the Force be with you.